Next, we're going to talk about seating. So most wage orders have provisions talking about seating. The first says that if the nature of the work reasonably permits a seat, you're entitled to a seat. So right now, I presumably could sit down. So, Tony, kind of a problem here with a seat. Thank you. But if the work doesn't reasonably permit a seat, then I'm entitled to a seat reasonably close by that I can use during lulls in operation. So in this case, it was two related federal class actions that the Ninth Circuit certified a question to the California Supreme Court. And in one case, it was CVS workers who were working the register but also restocking shelves. In the other, it was bank workers who were working at the teller but also greeting customers and working on ATMs. So some duties, like working behind the register, very easy to do while seated. Other activities, like greeting customers, pretty much have to do standing up. So then the dispute came between the employer and the employees. The employer said, to apply these rules, you have to look at what the employee does throughout the day. And they're either going to be a sitter or they're going to be a stander. And if they do more standing tasks, they're a stander. They only get a seat somewhere reasonably close by to where they're working. The employee said, no. If any one task can be performed while seated, I get a seat. I'm not sure what they're fighting about because both these people look pretty happy. The Supreme Court said, no, both of those positions are totally unreasonable. It's somewhere in the middle. And what you have to do to determine when a seat is required is look at the task performed at each work location and provide a seat if that's reasonably feasible and make sure that the seat doesn't interfere with whatever standing tasks have to be done at that location. Otherwise, give a seat reasonably close by. This has to be done objectively, so you can't just go based on a worker's title. So if your title is customer greeter, but in fact you're really just working in the register all day, that person would likely be entitled to a seat.